Good morning, students. Today I have explained subject computer studies, standard 11th, chapter number 12, forms and reports, part 1. Introduction. In the earlier chapter, we have discussed how to design database, perform operations on the table using table dataset view and view information by using query dataset view. The dataset view is in the form of row and columns. When we enter data in the product table, we enter it using spreadsheet style. This black and white format of entering and viewing data is sometimes unpleasant and boring user. While entering the customer table, we have used small names for defining field like C code, which stand for customer code. Sometimes these type of fields are not self-explanatory. In this chapter, we will discuss an alternative way to enter and display the data in the database known as forms and reports. We will discuss how to display output in the formatted manner using report as explained in previous chapters. Forms and reports similar to tables and queries are objects displayed in the left pane of the database window. Let us discuss each of them one by one. So first, forms. Recall when you took admission in school, you might have entered your data in the admissions form designed with fill in the blanks style to enter the data. Base also offers similarly alternative to view and work with the data in the tables, and it is known as forms. A form uh, resemble the pen and paper style form in the language of database. A form is a front end for data entry and editing. Forms can be designed using various styles, colors, along with heading, name, and logo. Designing forms is really interesting. There are two ways to create a form. First is using wizard, and second using design view. The simplest way is to use the wizard. Let us continue our journey of learning forms in base by creating a form using wizard. So first, creating form using wizard. There are two ways to initiate form wizard. The first way is to right click the table for which form is to be created. The second way is to click on form icon and choose use wizard to create a form option from the task pane. Figure 12.1 shows how to use the first option. Follow the mentioned step to create a simple form using wizard. So that is a creating a form using wizard. So click to tables and select the table. So you have created a form. So right click, select the table and right click and then form wizard. So right click on the employee table. From the pop-up menu, select form wizard option. Say figure 12.1. The wizard will open two dialog boxes, namely form design and form wizard together as shown in figure. For time being, we will only look at the form wizard dialog box. Also observe that all the fields of the employee table are listed under available fields list box of form wizard dialog box. Click on the right double arrow to move all these fields to the fields in the form list. Click on the next button. So next is a field selection for form creation. So this step consists of setting up a subform. Subform are discussed later this chapter. For creating a simple form, click on the next button and step 5 of form wizard as shown in figure would be displayed. So that is the arrangement of controls. So that is a step number 5. Next, this step consists of aligning various controls visible on the form. A control consists of two parts, a label and a field. This step, when performed, determines how the label and field will be visible on the screen. The labels can be aligned on the left side or the right side. In our case, align left option has been selected. The field corresponding to a label can be arranged in four ways, namely column labels left, column label on the top as data sheet, and in blocks labels above. Under the heading arrangement of the main form, click on the column labels left icon. Click on the next button. Step 6 of form wizard would be displayed as shown in figure 12.4. So that is a 6-step set data entry. So this is a data entry control string. Next step is a 7-step apply style. Unless you have a need for any of these entries to be checked, accept the default setting, click on the next button, and step 7 of form wizard would be displayed as shown in figure 12.5. So that is a step number 7, apply style. Next is a step number 8, set name. So select the color you want to in the apply style list and then figure 12.5 so that being color is selected from apply style list. While 3D look is selected, in field border options, you might experiment with the different possible settings. Click on the next button to display step number 8 of form wizard. The screen of step number 8 would look similar to the 1 so in figure 12.6. So enter the name for the form. In this case it is employee, and click modify the form radio button. So click to the finish button. The form now opens in the edit mode as shown in figure 12.7. So that is a form in modify mode. So what is a modify form? So first, the form once created can be easily modified by moving the controls on the form. As per our linking, uh, we can move the controls to different places in the form. Background pictures can also be changed. We can modify the label for the fields, such as the label E code can be changed to employee code. It is also possible to change a text box to a list box. Let us try to modify the form created using wizard. Next topic is changing label text. Let us change label E code to employee code by performing the following steps. Press Ctrl plus click to select the label containing E code as text. Now right click on the label and from the pop-up menu, select control options. A properties label field box, uh, label field dialog box as shown in figure 12.8 will be open, and the type employee code in the text box after label. See figure 12.8. Close the properties label field dialog box, and you will observe that the label E code visible in the form design change to employee code. So that is a properties dialog box. So that is a label employee code. We are changing the code. Next, as can be seen the figure 12.8, the properties label field dialog box consists of many properties related to this control. Features like height, width, text alignment, and visibility of a control can also be set using it. Moving control. The control in the main form consists of a label and its field. Clicking a label or field select the entire control. A border appears around the control with 8 green handles, as can be seen in figure 12.9. You can then drag and drop it anywhere you want within the form. Many times we may need to modify only label, hence only one component, which is label, needs to be chosen. To choose either a label or a text field, press Ctrl key and click on the label or a text field. So figure 12.10 shows the text field selections. So that is a moving a control. Next is a changing control size. So let us increase the width of employee code field. Press Ctrl and click on the employee code field text box or to select it. Move the cursor over the middle of the green handle on the right side. It should change to a single arrow as in figure 12.11. Hold the left mouse button down as you drag the cursor to the right until the width is desired width. You can see the changing size at bottom of the screen. See figure 12.12. So that is a changing size of a control. You can double click on the position and size area to open the position and size dialog box as shown in figure 12.13. Oh, that is a position and size. So you have also modifying the position and size. Next step is creating a helping text. Have you ever rested a mouse pointer for a while on button in toolbar? Try it. You will find a yellow box showing the text that mention the purpose of the button. This yellow box is known as a tooltip text. So similarly, controls placed on the data entry forms in base can be tagged with a help text as can be seen in figure 12.14. So that is a setting help text. So let us attach tooltips, enter employee code C code on the text box, control associate with the employee code label, press control and click to the text box to select the control, right click the control and choose control option, and the properties text box dialog box as in figure 12.15 would be displayed. Scroll down till you see a label help text. Now enter the text, enter employee code as in figure 12.15. So that is a setting helping text. Next is a change the date field. So perform the following steps to change the date field to calendar. Control as in figure 12.6. So that is a change the date field. So first select the budget text box by clicking on it with control key pressed. Move the cursor over the middle of the green handle on the right side. It should change to a single arrow. Hold the down as you drag the cursor to the right until the length is as per requirement. Release the mouse button. Right click on the text box and choose control option. Alternately, you can click on the control icon in the form controls toolbar as in figure 12.17. This toolbar will be placed vertical on the left side of the form. So see figure 12.2 or 12.3. A properties date field dialog box will be open. So that is a design mode on off and the control icon. So that is a form controls toolbar. So scroll down the date format property. This is a drop down list with standard as the default setting. Click on the default standard sort to open the list. Select the standard from the list and scroll down to the drop down property. Its default setting is no, changing it to yes. So close the dialog box. You will observe that the text box is now turned into a drop down. Note we can also click on the design mode on off icon. This will toggle the form design view to form view and vice versa. So that is an important point. So today class is over. So remaining part I will discuss next session. Thank you.